Nearly 2 years after the incident occurred, Ellen DeGeneres is facing a lawsuit stemming from a car accident that took place in October 2023. According to court documents and news reports, the former daytime talk show host is being sued for negligence by a woman who claims DeGeneres ran a stop sign and collided into her vehicle. The incident allegedly occurred in Santa Barbara County, California, where DeGeneres owns a home. The plaintiff, who remains unnamed in public records for now, asserts that she had lawfully stopped at a stop sign and proceeded into the intersection only to be struck on the side, commonly referred to as a T-bone collision, by DeGeneres' car, which allegedly failed to obey the stop sign. The timing of the lawsuit, filed nearly 2 years after the crash, raises questions about the long-term impact of the incident and the time required for the plaintiff to assess her injuries and damages. California law allows individuals to file personal injury lawsuits within a 2-year statute of limitations, which means the claim was brought just within the allowable time frame. The plaintiff alleges not only physical injuries from the accident but also emotional trauma, including anxiety, distress, and an ongoing loss of enjoyment in her daily life. She is reportedly seeking compensation for medical bills, lost income, and other damages directly connected to the crash. While the dollar amount of the damages hasn't been disclosed in available media reports, it's clear the plaintiff believes the crash had a significant impact on her well-being. Ellen DeGeneres, now 67, has not made any public statements regarding the lawsuit. Her legal team also has not issued a formal response through the press, leaving observers to speculate on how she may defend herself against the allegations. Given her high profile and the visibility of even her private actions, the case has attracted attention not just from legal analysts but also from fans and critics alike. At the time of the incident, DeGeneres was still residing primarily in California, although she has since relocated to England with her wife, Portia de Rossi. The couple has kept a relatively low profile since the end of the Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2022. What makes this lawsuit particularly compelling is how it contrasts with DeGeneres' public persona. For decades, she was associated with positivity, humor, and kindness, often closing her show with the phrase, "Be kind to one another." However, recent years have been more tumultuous for the comedian. After facing backlash and multiple workplace misconduct allegations during the final seasons of her show, she announced her departure from the daytime TV world. Although she maintained a loyal fan base, her public image took a hit, and this new lawsuit, though unrelated to those previous controversies, adds another layer to her shifting public narrative. From a legal standpoint, the plaintiff's case will hinge on several factors: establishing that DeGeneres was indeed driving the vehicle at the time of the crash, proving that she failed to stop at the posted stop sign, and demonstrating that this action directly caused the accident and the plaintiff's injuries. Traffic violations such as running a stop sign typically result in an automatic presumption of negligence, but that presumption must still be supported by evidence, such as police reports, eyewitness testimony, and possibly surveillance or dashcam footage, if available. Additionally, the plaintiff will need to provide medical documentation of her injuries and demonstrate how those injuries have impacted her physically, emotionally, and financially over the past 2 years. It's worth noting that T-bone collisions are among the most dangerous types of car accidents, often resulting in serious injury due to the side of a vehicle offering less protection than the front or rear. The angle and speed of the impact can significantly influence the severity of injury, and even low-speed crashes can result in lasting physical problems such as whiplash, back pain, or soft tissue damage. In more severe cases, T-bone collisions can lead to broken bones, head trauma, and long-term disability. While the plaintiff hasn't publicly detailed the extent of her injuries, her claim suggests they were severe enough to interfere with her ability to work and enjoy life, which could support a case for substantial compensatory damages. This isn't the first time a celebrity has been sued over a car accident, and these cases often highlight the challenges of balancing legal accountability with public scrutiny. For Ellen DeGeneres, the case comes at a time when she's largely stepped back from the spotlight, focusing on her personal life and various philanthropic efforts. It remains unclear whether she was cited by police at the time of the incident or if any criminal charges were filed. Most civil lawsuits in car accident cases proceed independently of any traffic violations unless reckless driving or DUI is involved. As of now, there's no suggestion of any criminal behavior, just an alleged failure to stop that led to a serious crash. The case also underscores how quickly a routine drive can turn into a long-term legal and financial battle. While many people experience car accidents at some point in their lives, the involvement of a celebrity like Ellen DeGeneres puts this case under a microscope. It prompts broader discussions about personal responsibility, accountability, and whether high-profile individuals receive different treatment under the law. Given DeGeneres' wealth and status, some may assume she'll simply settle the case out of court, but if it proceeds to trial, it could become a high-visibility affair that further complicates her post-Hollywood reputation. What happens next will depend on several key decisions: whether DeGeneres chooses to contest the lawsuit in court or attempt to settle it privately, how much evidence the plaintiff can produce to back her claims, and how the court views the alleged negligence. If DeGeneres does choose to settle, the terms may never become public, as confidentiality clauses are common in such agreements. However, even a settlement can serve as an implicit acknowledgement of liability, which could influence how the public perceives her going forward. As the legal process unfolds, both parties will likely be subject to depositions, legal discovery, and possibly expert testimony related to the mechanics of the crash and the extent of the injuries. These steps can take months, or even years, before a resolution is reached, especially if the case becomes contentious. And while Ellen DeGeneres may no longer be appearing on screens daily, this case ensures that she remains part of the cultural conversation, albeit in a far different context than the one she's used to. In sum, the lawsuit against Ellen DeGeneres is not merely a routine car accident claim. It's a narrative about timing, accountability, injury, and the evolving legacy of a public figure. Whether it ends in a quiet resolution or a public courtroom showdown, the case adds a new and unexpected chapter to the life of someone who once symbolized lighthearted optimism but now faces a more sobering reality. The outcome may not only determine financial restitution for the plaintiff, but could also subtly influence how Ellen DeGeneres is remembered in the years to come.